What's up, it's Johnny King. So I'm cruising through some traffic here. I'm actually not cruising. I'm doing the opposite of cruising, which is going very slowly through evening traffic here in Denver, Colorado. I was thinking about this. I was talking to my main man, Bradley W. And earlier today we were having our weekly marketing call. And he was really talking about, like, hey man, you got to stay in this area where you are being pulled into whatever it is that you're into. Do not get into the place where you're really having to push and force yourself. And there's a difference between that push and pull motivation. I've talked about it before. However, I feel like it's worth mentioning again, which is, man, I was thinking about it the other day too. It's been nearly 10 years since I left corporate America and been working for myself. And it's been just about that long since I've felt that Sunday night dread. Hating my job, not wanting to go in, not wanting to start another week, feeling like the weekends fly by so fast, like the feeling of like giddiness on Friday, knowing it's the beginning of the weekend. It's like the feeling I had before going on summer or like spring break from school, and yet it flies by so fast, and then the next you know, it's Sunday night. That feeling is where I always associate that to push motivation. It almost feels like you're being pushed in the back to do things that you don't want to do, and everything inside you is resisting it, right? So that like inner teenager is like, I know I should go to work, but I really do not want to. You compare that to being compelled, pulled, which oftentimes requires a vision that's bigger than you. If you are just going to work to pay the bills, to keep up with the Joneses, whatever cliche you want to say, that probably is, and if you find yourself not enjoying your work, there's certainly a lot of people who do go to work to pay their bills. I mean, we all have to live and be human beings, right? But there are a lot of people that enjoy their 9 to 5 and love it, and love being able to leave work and leave it all at home. Little acceleration. You also want to really think about, what would it feel like to get out of the bed and be just psyched to be able to go into work, to get things going. I'm blessed that I have found my way into that. There's certainly been lots of times, even over the last 10 years of working for myself, that I haven't felt that. And that's typically when I knew I needed to evolve. I have found that regularly, about every 12 to 18 months, I need to reinvent myself. I need to let go of one trapeze that represents comfort and security and safety, and I have to be willing to kind of fly through the air blindly while turning, looking, and trusting that the next trapeze will be there. And there's so many people that I talk to who are in very similar situations, and yet years will go by without them making a change on a relationship or a job, or asking for a promotion, a raise, that sort of thing, creating healthy boundaries they won't do. There's all these things that we associate more pain to doing them than not doing them. However, the pain of regret is far worse than actually doing the thing. So I feel like whether it's asking for that promotion, asking to be considered for a new position in your job, leaving your job, leaving your relationship, staying in your relationship, but raising the bar, asking for more, giving more, not always asking, but just leading by example and giving more. Whatever the case might be, if there's that thing that you've been putting off and it's just fear that's holding you back, try the old rocking chair test. If you put yourself at 105 years old, rocking in your rocking chair outside your house, talking to your grandchild, your great-grandchild, would you think back on whatever it is that you need to do right now and think, oh, I'm so glad I didn't take that risk? Or would you be kicking yourself at that time saying, oh, what little did I know, I was X number of years old, I had so much going for me, I just was scared, and little did I know it was all going to work out in my favor. So my recommendation, certainly do your due diligence, get your ducks in a row. I certainly did that. I didn't just leave my corporate job without thinking about it. It took me about 6 months to prepare and 6 months to get over the fear. And then sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off. So yeah, try that rocking chair test and just decide to go for it. Like, worst case scenario, you go back to whatever you had, and chances are all of it will work out and it'll be better than you can even imagine. So that's all I got. And now I'm moving at 68 miles an hour. So it's time to hang up. Love your thoughts. If you care to post them below, shoot me a DM if any of it resonates. Feel free to share. Have a great night.